has been 6 months since my last confession.
Jesus Christ. Hi guys, we are Nighttime Ray. Guys, we're back at this classic sci-fi run that we're doing. And in our last poll we did, there was almost a tie between Mad Max and Soylent Green. So instead of putting another poll up to see if we should watch Soylent Green with a bunch of other movies, another poll, I figured, you know what? It was very close. I should just do both. So today I'm going to watch Soylent Green. This has been mentioned. I remember last year when I was doing this same particular series, a lot of people telling me I should watch Soylent Green. And this year I'm getting that a lot as well. So Soylent Green, whatever that is, I believe it came out in the 70s, 73 as well, I believe. So it looks like we're hitting a lot of movies from the 70s, this particular series. But I'm looking forward to see what this is about. I have no idea. I saw no trailers. I saw no information. I have no idea what this is. So I'm down to watch it. Get ready to get into this. So you guys ready? Let's check this out. High society. The good old days. Like a lot of use of stock footage, maybe. In New York. Mass production. Overpopulation, probably. Yeah. I guess from the way things used to be to now, things are hectic in terms of, our everyday lives. It looks like what this. I think this was trying to say with all these pictures. Pollution, death, a lot of pollution. So far from what I'm seeing, this opening segment alone with all these pictures, a lot's being said here. And I think more pollution. I guess without growth. Yeah, it's bad. It looks like without growth, we've slowly destroyed this planet, or destroying this planet. It ain't what it used to be, that's for sure. Yeah, huge cities. Soylent Green. All right, starting off with a protest, or shall we say some commentary. Year 2022, the place in New York City. 40 million? Jesus.
Prohibited to non-permits in 1 hour. Streets prohibited to non-permits in 1 hour.
Streets prohibited to non-permits in 1 hour. Okay, so the dystopians, 40 million people. I lived in New York with 8 million, and that felt crowded. 40 million sounds ridiculous.
Chergov, murder.
Donaldson, multiple rape.
What about Zolitnikov?
Well, give me time, will you?
Is he like a lawyer?
Zolitnikov, no record. Mathewson, no jurisdiction. Chergov, home. And...
All right. You gotta look what that is. He looks familiar. They both look familiar to me. Forgive me if I don't know off the top of my head who they are, but I know they both look familiar. Huh. It's the power generator. Is it that bad? That's Charleston Heston, which is what I looked up. It was Moses, if I'm not mistaken. Look at this. Wow. Is it that overpopulated? And because he has a job, he has a room, an apartment. Now the other guy helps him out. I guess they both have a job and they're roommates. This is crazy. Look at this. For these old sci-fi movies, I try not to look at. I mean, I really don't want to look at the trailers. I don't want to be surprised by them. So forgive me if I don't remember these guys' names right off the bat, but I do know who Charlton Heston is.
Handmade, isn't it?
Crowbar?
You know, I won't understand them if I live to be 100.
You won't.
Great. Thanks. I'm hoping by 2022 the video games are a lot better than what you see here.
Good to hear you laugh.
Oh, come on and play.
No, thank you.
Thank you for the toy.
I'm glad it amuses you.
Are you ready, Miss Cheryl? It's getting late. According to the inventory, we're low on everything.
So everything is structured. Everybody has a certain time they got to be at, certain time they got to be in. Some passes. Like he said Tuesday was Soylent Green Tuesday.
That makes it 279 Ds and 15 cents. Think I forgot? How often can I offer a customer something really fantastic? Beef, Miss Cheryl.
It's probably worth a fortune. But are they livestocks? Or is that only for the rich, I guess? Dude, the guy's running a grocery store in a cage. That's got to be bad. That's a bad situation if that's what's going on. Is he trying to escape and be stealthy? He's making hands. What the heck is he doing? Is that the elite side? I don't know. Sorry, I got questions. I mean, every time there's dystopian type movies, there's always a side that's elite, right? They got everything. They got the beef, the cows, and maybe an endless supply of Soylent Green. Whatever it is. Plankton, right? He said it was made of plankton.
What do you want?
You, Mr. Simonson.
You came to kill him?
They told me to say that they were sorry, but that you had become unreliable.
They're right.
This is right?
No, not right. Necessary.
But expected. Who sent them?
To God.
Necessary to God. Oh my God, crowbar with the hook. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, hit him in the back? Dude, why would you hit him in the back, you animal? I wonder who sent to kill him and why.
Detective Thorne, 14th Precinct. Where's Simonson?
In the living room?
Let's go.
The corpse is still there? I guess. Oof. Jesus. I guess there's no 911, just an investigator.
Occupation?
Rich,
Rich what?
lawyer, politics.
Get me some booze.
No, I don't think that's within your jurisdiction.
Relax. You're not working for him anymore.
I mean, your job as a bodyguard, you failed. You should probably get your money back, to be honest. But I would probably do the same thing if I was a detective.
Your boss didn't put up much of a fight.
He wasn't the type.
He knew they were coming for him at some point, I guess.
Bourbon. Son of a...
Take that with you.
Where were you, bodyguard?
Yeah,
when they were
really.
butchering your boss.
This doesn't seem like the kind of world I want to get in trouble in. I probably will get in trouble, but I think it's running water. His apartment's crap. You have to ride a bike just to get the light going, just to generate light. But this must be new to him. Even as a detective, you don't have these types of amenities in your house?
He'd be alive if we hadn't gone out.
You have nothing to regret. He told us to go.
I think he wanted to die.
It was a stupid amateur.
No, he kind of knew, right?
Hey, what's your name? Cheryl?
Yes.
Come on in here a minute, Cheryl. Come on.
This whole process of him by himself, as a detective, and the way he's questioning this kind of like, it can be really dark. He can go dark.
How many times you been in trouble with the police, Sheriff?
Yeah, look what he's doing. What he's doing this for? What are you looking for?
No fresh bruises. He didn't knock you around, huh?
Unless you were fooling around.
No.
You came back, did you see the body? Was it like it is now?
Yes, like it is.
This guy, he seems to be more interested in the apartment than he is the case. Sanitation squad.
What's your arrangement here?
I stay for the next tenant, if he wants me.
What? She stays for the next tenant? If they want her?
My usual cut?
You'll get your cut.
Just so we understand.
Like a finder's fee?
Where are they taking him?
City to a waste disposal plant.
When my grandmother died, there was a ceremony.
Mm-hmm. Things have changed and gone downhill pretty fast. Oof. Back in Brooklyn here. As a kid, when I was very young, Brooklyn was pretty dire in the 70s. Some parts, anyway. Not as bad as the Bronx was burning all those buildings, but this is bad. Look at this. The guy got a shotgun, protecting his family, probably. Wow, that's so sad. I can't imagine sleeping on the stairs, how that would feel like. This is a very grim movie, my goodness. But it's very grimy.
Do you know how many books were published in this country once upon a time? When there was paper and power and presses that worked and...
Well, forget about the books. It's whiskey. I'm sure that these things, him grabbing all these things was absolutely legal. Man, took food. I wonder if this is all a mistake. He should not have grabbed any of these. Not an apple. Like a tomato.
Sal.
He took the beef.
Beef.
That's got to be a high crime somewhere, right?
My God.
Poor guy. Tito.
How do we come to this?
He must have seen the whole decline go down. That's why he feels the way he feels.
You know what time it is?
You tell me. You're the one who's got to watch.
I can't. The damn thing won't run.
Let me see it. Maybe I can fix it again.
Yeah, was it that bad? Now you know watches can work. Is that bad? Dear Lord.
Simonson.
It's supposed to look like he was killed when he caught some punk burglarizing his apartment. It was an assassination.
What did you take?
Everything I could lay my hands on.
I guess you're okay with it. I mean, obviously it was an assassination.
Who did the inside work?
For my money, it's the bodyguard.
What about the furniture?
Like grapefruit.
You never saw grapefruit.
You never saw her?
When you say furniture, are they referring to the girl? Is she considered furniture? That's why when they ask her, what about her? She can stay with the next tenant unless they want to get rid of her? That's crazy. Furniture, how do you get that job? This is horrifying. And there seems to be like possibility that things like this can happen. I mean, we are overpopulated. Yellow Soylent yellow? This poor old man. I don't think he was the bodyguard. For some reason, I don't feel it was him. I don't know why I don't have a reason to think that way, but I just feel that way. Funny how the whole movie has like a slight green hue to it. I wonder if that was done on purpose. It had to be, right?
What may I do for you, sir?
I want to see Tab Fielding.
Second floor to the right.
I guess you're gonna have to have a gun like that to protect the household.
Police!
Just a minute.
Dude. This cat's gonna just break in, is he?
Let me see your badge. All right.
I want to see Mr. Fielding.
He isn't home.
Had a few more questions I wanted to ask him. But you know where he is now?
So it seems like there's no rights either. They just barge in there and look around without any warrant or anything like that. Then why wouldn't you just go around people's houses and start taking stuff? You know what I mean?
I haven't seen an incinerator for years. Used it lately?
No, it doesn't work.
What does?
At least close it, you animal.
Sorry I had to bust in like this, you know. That's just fine.
I should have offered you something, Mr. Thorne.
If I'd had the time, I would have asked for it.
I mean, she is beautiful. She's gorgeous. Oh. What was that?
Son of a bitch.
Took her food?
Oh. L'chaim.
I would try to make that last. How do they have that apartment looking so good? Not this apartment, the one we just saw a second ago, because he's got to be getting, maybe the bodyguard is involved in it somehow. Got good living going on. And a guy with a shot, well, an AK at the door on the steps. That's the beef. Made like a stew out of it. I'm saddened by this scene. Living large. Gonna cut it up. I'm about to say. I'm settling to move for an apple. It looks good.
I haven't eaten like this in years.
I bet.
And in 2018, Holcox was acquired by Soylent, and Simonson became a member of the board. The board of Soylent?
Very important person. Yeah.
Soylent controls the food supply for half the world.
Half the world?
Taste that.
Taste what?
Taste it.
Strawberries, hmm? $150 a jar of strawberries.
How did she get that? Well, maybe doing something he's doing, right? He just goes to places and just starts taking stuff. $150 for a jar of strawberries. God damn. Don't get me wrong, I like strawberries, but if I never had to eat strawberries ever again, mostly because the $150 a jar, I'll be okay. So that guy was important. I mean, he was a member of the board of Soylent. He was I wonder what did he do? What did he do, or what did he? Oh, he knew something because they knew they don't get him.
Vaughn, how about paying us a visit?
Can't. Following up the Simonson thing. For openers, he was the director of Soylent.
What else?
Well, right now, somebody's tailing me.
He's digging in places he doesn't need to be digging in, apparently.
The time sequence indicates a 3-month period, so the cards indicate a secure trend should follow shortly. So things are looking up a bit, Kathy.
Oh, this is a furniture store? Furniture. Am I misunderstanding that? Because it seems that they are being referred to as furniture women. Well, or maybe a certain type of woman. Because if that's the case, I need to go to Rooms to Go. What does IKEA have to offer?
Who is it?
Thorne, Detective Thorne.
He knew how to knock on this door.
Ice. That's great.
The small things that we take for granted.
You know, if I had the money, I'd smoke 2, 3 of these every day.
He'd be grabbing people's drinks, taking their food, smoking their cigarettes. But this guy is so entitled. And they're afraid of him.
On the bed, huh?
No one says no. On the bed.
A man called Tompkins. Somebody called Santini.
Ring the bell. Mr. Santini.
And he talked to a priest. I think he just wanted to have somebody along. And sometimes for no reason at all, he'd start to cry.
So he witnessed something or he did something.
If I was like him, rich, important, plenty to eat, and real bourbon.
Not really. He had to be a major player in Soylent. And Soylent must have done something bad. Or he did something bad with Soylent. And they took him out.
I'll teach you to break my rules! Furniture stays in units!
Furniture stays in units. Oh! Jesus. Golly.
Hold him! I didn't know you were here, Mr. Thorne. We give them a day off a month. We don't have to, but we do. And they break every regulation in the book.
You should shoot him. I mean, really. Guy's a piece of crap. He just punched that woman right in the gut. I mean, honestly, he's no different. He came in there to use that woman up in the bed. What a world. This is a very sad state of affairs.
It's still dark. You could stay a while. You could wash up. I'll make you breakfast.
I'm staying. I mean, that's a really good offer. I'm not going to lie to you. Spend the night, you with me, take a shower, eat some food in the morning. In this world, that sounds like the lottery I just won.
I haven't had a hot bath.
I'll rub you down afterwards.
All right, deal. Deal. Not about to say.
What about breakfast?
Anything you like.
Strawberries.
An egg.
No, strawberries.
Oh, well, I've never seen strawberries.
All right, an egg then.
Who the hell needs strawberries?
This is so weird. This whole furniture. Sad. It's a weird looking shower. I mean, who would turn that down, honestly? Oh boy. Oh my God, it's heartbreaking.
Hey,
Tell
sister.
me who could take on a sister? The church. Well, that church is about to buckle. Look how many people are there. A lot of people. How are they getting water? How are they getting food? They got cigarettes. I see that at least. They're smoking.
My name is Paul.
That's the father? They look exhausted.
Oh, I'm investigating the murder of Mr. William Simonson.
Yes, I remember.
I need to know what he said to you.
Are you sure he's dead?
He confessed? A confessional? If he confessed, he can't tell you.
Forgive me. It's destroying me.
What is?
The truth.
The truth Simonson told you?
All truth.
He told him in the confession. He can't tell you.
Sweet Jesus.
It is killing him, though, whatever it was. What did he confess to him? I wonder how many times in real life priests have heard confessions and were this shook up days after or weeks after, they still shook up over a confession. Probably happened quite a few times.
A member of the board of directors of the Soylent Corporation was torn apart with a meat hook. You...
High and hot, and they want this case closed permanently. Their way. Now, you sign this.
You sign it!
I won't put my job in the line for you, Hatcher.
I mean, if you're living in this type of world, your job is probably super important.
Cop spoke 20 minutes with the priest. Was same priest who heard Simonson's confession.
Just do what you have to do.
And then they're going to kill that priest? Killing the cop, I mean, not that I'm saying, but if they're going to kill the detective, he's never with anybody. Probably an easy way to get to him. Jeez. This is why the priests are going crazy. He's hearing everybody's confession. Poor guy. He's like, oh no,
I have
more?
sinned. It has been 6 months since my last confession.
Jesus Christ. Okay, so the bodyguard's involved. I know that for a fact now. He killed a priest in the confessional booth. I mean, to be fair, he probably was already brain dead because he looked like he was out of it. Swirling crumbs. Jeez.
Keep moving right along. Step right up. Soylent Green. Soylent Green line here.
I'm gonna assume they're not like Lambus bread from Lord of the Rings.
A quarter of a kilo. I started riding the whole lobby, Dave, and they gave me a quarter of a kilo. Do you believe that? But, give me out.
This is where they had riot gear. That's the guy who did the crime?
They're running out of the damn green. This crowd will blow. I know. Got the scoop standing by, but I don't know if they can even handle this.
I mean, there's so much room here for black market. Is crazy.
This is the police. This is the police. I'm asking you to disperse. The supply of Soylent Green has been exhausted.
Oh, boy.
Their way. The scoops are on their way. Today is Tuesday.
Golly. What are they going to do? Oh, no. Jesus. Yo. This must have been a lot of fun to film. This one, oh boy, it looks so dangerous. Oh boy. So they're going to jail? This whole process is mind-boggling. He was aiming for the other guy. No one sees what he's doing. No one knows that guy's shooting at people. Oh my God, riot control. Then go get him. He's right there. Oh my God. Oh. Jesus. Well, I hope they got good medical facilities. What a scene. My God. Can you imagine you're protesting for whatever reason you're protesting, and they got, bulldozers picking up people?
Get off my back!
I'm surprised you're not bringing them in or anything. That's a lead. for the case. I didn't know he had this priority. That's what it is. He has priorities. They can set him up easily with this girl. If they are following him, they know where he's going. Oh, they're going to take it out this old man. I hope not.
Good evening, Mr. Rook. Good evening.
Sure.
Supreme Exchange. Authorized books only. Like a library?
Good evening, Mr. Raw.
Oh, they just... No, he's the professor, so it makes sense.
These.
Like, everything have to be in those books, right? Because they weren't accounted for. If they weren't official.
Good land's got to be guarded the way they guard the waste disposal plants, the Soylent factories.
Idiots in this world who want to take away everything we've got. Maybe Simonson was one of them.
Or maybe they're not what they think they are. Maybe the cities are messed up, and the farms are messed up, and the planting ships are all messed up. And he's hiding, he knows the truth of it. I mean, I can see why that would drive that poor priest crazy.
The new tenant comes tonight.
He'll like you.
You wish.
I'll have a
You
piece
hope.
of furniture.
Don't talk to me like that.
She doesn't want, who wouldn't want to be referred to as? Who would not want to be?
I say the words, but I can't believe them.
Believe.
Okay, what's going on? What's the cover-up?
He was not reliable anymore. They feared he might talk. And so he was eliminated.
And so was the priest.
What we need is the proof of what they are doing.
Good God.
What God, Mr. Rowe?
Oof. They're so desperate and so hopeless.
I waited 2 whole damn years for an apartment to open up in this building. I sleep late in the morning. I like a big breakfast and no lunch. 3 or 4 times a week, I have guests. Sometimes it's fun. And then we like a girl who's fun. Are you fun?
This is so scumbaggy-ish. Right? It's very creepy.
May I help you, sir?
He knows too much already. It's a hospital? If they've been following the old man, they're going to take him out. Especially now that he knows what he knows. He went home. Is that an old folk home?
And your favorite color?
Orange, I guess.
Music?
Light, classic.
Oh, I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
This way, please, Mr.
What is happening? Is he going to be euthanized? He's going home. What is happening? They're going to kill him, right? They're going to euthanize him? They are going to do that.
This way, please.
That's too late. Whatever that is. It's probably what it is that takes him out. A full 20 minutes. If they're going to euthanize him, I mean, at least it's a humane way, I guess. As opposed to being scooped up with bulldozers. It's already sad about this too, isn't there? Beneficiaries only.
It's truly unfortunate that you missed the overture.
The way things used to be.
Open that damn thing right now, or I swear to God you'll die before he does.
All right.
Isn't that guy in a bunch of Mel Brooks movies? This is profoundly saddening. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looks like he had like no family, nobody to. If they are killing him, if he is gonna die, but there's no one to send you off. And he seemed to be okay in health. He just found out what Soylent Green is doing and prefer to die.
Paul? Yes. Thank you for coming. I love you, Thornton.
You're not gonna throw him what you know?
I told you.
How could I ever imagine?
Yeah, I guess if you've never seen it, you've been in that city the whole time.
Soylent. Listen to me, Thorn.
Dude, you should have told me before you even drink it. Oh, they cut him off on purpose. That's on purpose.
Prove it, Thorn. The exchange.
There was something beautiful and profoundly sad about that scene. I mean, I don't think I'll ever forget that scene. Ever. Because you see him regretful that what the world turned into, what it was. You get to see it at least one last time. And of course, you're going to be sad about that. He still looks like he still had plenty of life in him, that he wasn't going to die anytime soon. At least not physically. Not because of ailments. But he found out what Soylent Green was doing. He said, I'm out. What are they doing that? He preferred to die. It's got to be really messed up. Or maybe there's a big doomsday coming, right? Is that what it is? Maybe they know that the world's coming to them because they used up all the resources, maybe? In garbage trucks? Jesus. So much for ceremony. I mean, I guess you can't bury them, right? I'm assuming you could probably incinerate them. It's a lot of dead bodies. What do you do with it? There's probably no land to, this guy's nuts. That guy is nuts. Sanitation, please. So all the dead bodies are taken here? Maybe they do incinerate them. Those smokestacks. That makes sense. Still sad, though. I mean, imagine working here and you're burning thousands of bodies. This is horrifying. Dear Lord, just being tossed in there. It's a lot of dead people. I would have snapped both my ankles. Let's not forget he got shot in the leg. You can't flash your badge around and walk around like you've done other places, or I guess it's probably off as jurisdiction. At this point, I don't think there's any government at all, right? This is all like corporate based. Corporates seem to be running everything. What compelled him to come here? I know it's his friend who died, but you want to see him off? No. This is a big chunk of the movie right now. This is a big sequence. This has got to be something important. What the hell? It's a hell of a factory. Whatever they're doing. Is that people? Oh no. You can't just flash your badge, bro? I would have flashed my badge. Are they making food out of people and calling it Soylent Green? Ugh. Okay, more food for the batter. Oof. Good job by the stuntman. That was pretty dope. Am I wrong? That's what they're doing, right? They're making Soylent Green out of dead bodies. They're recycling the bodies. That sounds gross, but if it's protein, that's horrifying. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Thorne, where the hell have you been?
I'm at the exchange. Pastor, help me.
I don't think the cops can help you, bro. They sold out already. They want this case to be closed. They got a good shot. That's why everybody who was rich on the board have food. Because they know what was in Soylent Green. They had steak, they had fruits, strawberries. Jesus, bro. Homie. Sorry, I'm just laughing because imagine you sleeping, you get knocked over like that. Jesus, shooting everybody. Is he gonna get arrested? Or is he gonna be helped?
Get to the exchange. You gotta tell them they're right.
But let's take care of you first.
They're gonna kill him. Don't even go with him. Why would you even say that? This guy's compromised.
They've got to tell people.
Tell them what?
The ocean's dying. The plankton's dying. Soylent Green is made out of people.
Yep. Yes, sir. That's gonna send a huge riot.
Soylent Green is people! We've got to stop them somehow!
Wow. Wow, what an ending. All right, I guess the ending that was for interpretation, I would think, because they already got to the chief, Hatcher, and it seemed to me that he's already sold out. So they got him. He's screaming this out loud. Why wouldn't they kill him? I would think the ending ended up being that he's screaming that out. He said he had proof, and they're going to take him out. I don't think he survived this. That's what I'm thinking. Wow, what an interesting movie. I'm not going to lie to you. I had a feeling that this movie was going to be like a slow burn. I don't feel it was a slow burn at all, to be honest. I was on the edge of my seat. I was so involved in this. I was so focused on what was going on because the mystery, like it was like, what's going on? What are they doing? Why are they killing this big guy? Like, why would they, in this world, if you are a board of directors, why would they want to kill you? Right? Or what did you do? And he just knew what was going on. But they had other Soylents. Just Soylent Green, which they said was brand new. That's what it is. So they started giving out Soylent Green like recently because they found out that the world is dying. The ocean's dying, which is horrifying. Plankton is dying. All that stuff is dying. So they got to kill people. And when he said toward the end that it have to be said, if not, they're going to start breeding people for food, that's horrifying. Reminds me of that Twilight Zone episode, To Serve Men. Well, anyway, really good movie. I thought Charlton Heston was fantastic. There were some concepts here that was, I guess a little disturbing, to say the least. Like the idea of women being furniture. That's freaky. That's really dark, And they were okay with it. I mean, what are they going to do? Honestly, what are they going to do? That's how bad the world is, that they're furniture. And they're passed along as though from one tenant to the other. That's crazy itself. Then we had this overpopulation of 40 million people in New York City. And you see it. I mean, it was evident everywhere you saw in this movie. This is a really dark dystopian place. And I think this movie captured it very well. Because I felt horrified by the things I was seeing, the choices people were making. Even the idea of Soul giving up his life at the end in, I guess, a humane way, which I guess is fine because he was just feeding the system, the Soylent Green business. Quite disturbing. It makes you think about where we are today. Because we are overpopulated, not trying to get, bring out any type of political meaning. But I can see how this movie today still resonates with the fact that we are indeed overpopulated. I know New York is not at 40 million, but still the world is somewhat overpopulated. So, and we do have to worry about resources. So, the book written by Harry Harrison, I can see here, it looks like he was trying to bring that message across. It wasn't just, to me, this is not just a sci-fi movie. I think there's definitely a message here. And it's scary. It's a scary message to say the least. The idea that the world is dying and we got to find ways to survive it. And the movie started off with a bunch of, what do you call those? Like stock footage, stock pictures. And you see how things used to be and then how things is slowly decay to what it is now. And it makes you think, I can't help but think that we're probably on the same course. Maybe not tomorrow, but soon enough, if we don't make changes and we keep going that same route with population, what are we going to do? Food is going to be scarce. It's scarce now. So, in some places at least it's scarce, Anyway, this movie I can see that, man. It really does make you think. And it does put fear in you, And it's very dark. I didn't expect the Soylent Green was going to be people, but it makes sense. If you're going to feed so many people, you're going to have to recycle the people. And as crazy as me saying that makes sense, it's scary that makes sense. That's a route that we might have to take. Like that might be an option. That's crazy. That's crazy. And a lot of the options that people had here was really dire, like people sleeping in the hallways, people sleeping in the streets. A woman tied a child on her. She looked like she was dead, but she tied her child upon to her wrist. Doesn't want him to go far because who knows what people would do to that kid? Sell him, I guess, for food or whatever. It's awful, scary, awful and scary. This movie, but I liked it. I think this movie it's. Thank you for recommending this movie. I can see why this movie was voted so close with Mad Max. Mad Max being a fun movie to enjoy in sci-fi, this movie was a thinker. It's horrifying. The concepts are horrifying, but it's all based on reality, isn't it? These concepts. These are things that we are facing, that we could be facing, that are possible. Frightening. It's just frightening. Well, anyway, guys, thanks for putting the fear of God in me. I'm going to make sure that I do plant a tree in the backyard when this video's over, when I'm done with this movie. Dude, my God. Well, the gentleman who died, Soul, I got to look him up because, God, he looks so familiar to me. Just give me 1 second. And I had it up here. Okay, here we go. The guy who plays Saul, his name is Edward G. Robinson. Okay, I've definitely seen him before. He looks so familiar to me. Okay, I see. All right. So he's definitely an old school actor. Scarface. I'm looking at here, Little Caesar, where he played a mobster. I think I've seen that movie. Okay, at least I know who he is. He did a really good job, and I really fell for him. The scene where he's in the bed at the end, and he's like, he's slowly dying, and he's sad because he sees the world the way it used to be when he was younger, maybe, and to what it's become. That was so saddening. That was so sad. And I'm happy that Thorne was able to witness it because he was there with him, and he was able to, maybe hearing his voice was the comfort enough. But jeez, bro, so sad. What a sad, scary. I mean, this movie had it all. And I'm glad I've seen it. And thank you guys for recommending this movie. Anyway, guys, this video, this movie, this reaction will be available on our Patreon for as little as $1 a month, guys. The link will be in the description below. Please support our channel by watching us on Patreon. Again, this will be an unedited version. You can watch it on our Patreon. We also have merchandise that we sell, a hot shirt. We got a new design up recently. So check it out below. The link is in the description. You can check out our shirts, some hoodies, some hats. Check it out. There's more designs coming up very soon. Let me know what you think about this movie, guys. I want to know what you thought about this movie. Leave your comment in the comment section. When you saw this movie, and as always, did you see it in the theater? Did you watch it on VHS? What you thought when you first saw this movie. How many times have you seen this movie? Because this movie is definitely worth multiple viewings, I think. I think this movie, and I wonder if they have done so. I can see how this movie will be a topic to discuss in the school setting. You can definitely talk a lot about this movie and the concepts behind this movie, and to the point where I think I want to read the book. I'm really interested in reading the book. I don't know if it may be called Soylent Green, but it's Harry Harrison. I'll keep a track of it. But I do want to know your comments in the comment section. Please let me know what you think, what your thoughts were when you saw this movie, any behind the scenes you may know about, anything you know about the book, the author, or any others come up with Soylent Green. Let me know. Matter of fact, let me know if you think you agree with me when I say that I think this movie deserves a reboot. Because I think it's more relevant now than it is back then. I can see how this movie will make a lot of noise if it was remade in today's environment. For real. Well, anyway, guys, listen. I do want to, again, I want to know your comments. The unedited version will be available on our Patreon. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. It helps us go a long way. If you appreciate my series in sci-fi, because I'm enjoying. I love doing these, and a lot of these are like surprises. This is a great movie. And I'm very glad I didn't do any research. I went into it completely blind, and it was excellent. Highly recommend it. Well, anyway, guys, listen. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I appreciate you joining me in this journey with my sci-fi movie summer series. Thanks for hanging out with me. I am Ray. We are nice. I'll see you soon. Take care.